Hey, it's Helen here from HelenMartinOnline.com. How are you today? Hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are in all parts of the world. It's a beautiful sunny day where I am, as you can probably see behind me. I know that some of you are probably in extreme cold weather overseas, so I'll send you some sunshine. Does that work? Today's topic, should I say, am I good enough? How many of you beat yourself up because you're not good enough? You don't think you're good looking enough, you don't think you're earning enough money, you don't think your career is credible enough, you don't think you're good enough because you're not in a relationship, or the person that you're in a relationship with, you don't think, it doesn't create the right image. I mean, whatever it is, we beat ourselves up all the time, and basically we have this little language going in our head, and we're relentless about how we compare ourselves to other people. And no matter how, good we might be, or, valuable we can be to, people in the community or your profession or whatever it is, we tend to have this awful awful ability to really beat ourselves up. I'm no different. I do it too. But why am I talking about this today? Why I'm talking about this today is, if you've not tuned in with me before, predominantly what I do is help home-based business owners bring their business online. So I teach skill sets to do with that. How to brand yourself online. Why should you brand yourself and not your company? And how do you get leads? And how do you make sales? And all that kind of stuff. But if you've followed me for a while, I do talk a lot about mindset. So I come on once a week and talk about a mindset topic. And the reason I do that is because I can teach people, and I do, many, many skills to build their business online. But if you haven't got it going on right between the ears, if you doubt yourself, you don't believe yourself, you put yourself down, you worry too much about what other people think, you continuously think you're not good enough, then no skills I teach anybody makes any difference, because we are our own worst enemy, and we can kill our relationships, we can kill our future happiness, business. We can really get in our own way. So it's really important to have a great level of awareness, and that's all I'm trying to do here, is make people aware of the way they think, how you can turn it around, how to have a happier life, how to stop beating yourself up, how to have better relationships, be happier, and be more successful in business by the way that you think, basically. So if you've not listened to me before, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from below. And even if you're on live with me but you're not new to me, say hello to me anyway. I like to say hello to people after the live and just connect and say thank you for listening. So you're not good enough. So what do we do about this? Even if you don't admit it, I bet you do beat yourself up every now and again, whether it's your weight, your height, your relationship, your friendship circles, your business, your financial situation. There's always going to be something in your life that you're not content with, that you relentlessly compare yourself to others. Like, I don't have the friends they have. I don't have as much money as they have. I don't have a bigger house as they have. Like, we stupidly compare ourselves to other people, no end. And it's really not healthy for us. What's important is to get out of your own head and not tear yourself apart. But, how do we do that? Because when we get stuck in those kind of situations and something goes wrong and you beat yourself up for it, that's when we turn to the ice cream or the chocolate or, whatever your vice is, for having a bad day or feeling really down about yourself about something. I just want to give you some tips and strategies that may help pull yourself out of that feeling of that you're just not good enough. We often don't walk around every day saying, I'm not good enough. It's not as blatant as that, but you would know. You would give me some likes or loves if you can relate to this, that at various times you do compare yourself to other people, whether that's, personally or professionally, and you don't think you measure up. You don't think you're as good as somebody else. And indirectly, what happens when you think like that is you're putting yourself down. When you put yourself down, you're not going to be striving for, or you're not going to achieve that sort of happiness and ultimate success that you're looking for. So I've just got 7 things that I've found that have helped me and that I've got a level of awareness of, that when I'm thinking that I'm not good enough or I'm comparing myself, even the journey of when you build a business online, you do compare yourself to other people online, or you compare your success to other people, and it's a vicious circle, but it happens in all works of life. So there's been some things that have really helped me snap myself out of it. And it's like, no, I am good enough, and I can get everything I want. And, so there's some things that I just want to bring a level of awareness to you, just to help you. If you feel at various times, or you catch yourself comparing yourself to somebody and you're not feeling like you measure up, that these things can help you. So there's 7 of them. Okay, so number 1. It's funny because the people we compare ourselves to, they compare themselves to other people. No one's ever really happy with where they're at. A few people would be, but, the people that you look up to, the people that you admire, the people that you compare yourself to, don't think they've necessarily got it all together, because a lot of people put on a front, but most people are dealing with, something. So just keep in mind that the people that you're comparing yourself to, they compare themselves to other people as well. And you look at high profile celebrities, people like that, you think they've got it all together. There is people that you admire that you think they've got, everything that you want they've got. But they don't. I mean, you only have to look at somebody like Robin Williams. Financially secure more than you could ever believe. Comic, funny. Happy-go-lucky, always looked at as somebody who's having a ball in life, committed suicide. So you've got no idea what's going through somebody's head. So the people that you are comparing yourself to, they've all got their own stuff going on. So, don't put people up on a pedestal. Just be you, and, don't necessarily think that the people that you look up to have got it all going on. Number 2, your mind can be a convincing liar. I'm not going to go into detail about this now because I've done this before on previous videos. If you want to look at some of my other mindset videos, just go to my website, www.helenmartinonline.com, and I've got a whole video library of mindset videos that you can go back and look on. And there's a few there that I talk about your thoughts and the power of your thoughts and the way you think. So your thoughts can be very convincing, and what you think can be a convincing liar. So you think something and you draw into that, but it's not necessarily the truth. The stuff that we worry about isn't necessarily the truth. You're worrying about what you think somebody else is thinking. They're probably not even thinking about you. You're worried about what you look like, an outfit, a missing button, a stain on your shirt. The things that we worry about, that we concentrate on, that make you think, oh, I don't look good enough. Or cleaning the house. I've lightened up a lot about this, but I'm very house proud. So if people come over, you've got to clean everything. The busier I get, it's not as important because I can't fit everything in. But, we worry about these things and think, well, why do you worry about that? Why do you worry about cleaning your house? Because you want to create impression. You're worried about what people think. If you've got a messy house, you think people think, you've got a messy house. So, just the things that we worry about, the thoughts that go through our mind, you don't have to give in to that. So it's not always the truth. So I just want to raise your level of awareness of that. I hope that makes sense. If it does, send me some likes, send me some love, that your thoughts aren't always the truth. And the way you think has a powerful impact in the way that you act, but what you're thinking may not actually be the truth. And does it really matter anyway? So be really cluey to your mind. Don't give power to negative thoughts. Something negative pops in about you and you're comparing yourself to somebody and you don't think you're good enough. Just go, okay, thanks mind, thanks for the thought. I'm not giving any power to that. Toss it out. So don't give any power to your negative thoughts. Life's not worth that. Number 3, there is more right with you than wrong. So there's a quote that I love. I can't remember who it's from, but I wrote it down. Until you stop breathing, there's more right with you than there's wrong with you, because you're still alive. So if you're alive, there is more right with you than wrong. If there was a lot wrong with you, then you wouldn't be here. So be grateful. Just don't overthink things. Be grateful for here and now. You are alive. If you're lucky enough to have 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a nose, ears, and you're breathing, and you've got some kind of money, and you've got people that love you around you, you've got friends and family, and a relatively put together life, be grateful for that. There's a hell of a lot of people out there that don't have that. There's a hell of a lot of people out there that get that stripped away from them. Think about Vegas just recently. There are people that went to Vegas recently for a good time, and they never ever get to go home. So be grateful for what you do have, and who's in your life and the life that you're living, and try not to concentrate on what's wrong with you and be appreciative of what's right with you and all your good qualities. Number 4 is something that's near and dear to me, to realize that when you're feeling down about yourself, when you're feeling frustrated, when you're comparing yourself to others and you don't think you're good enough, that's actually when you need love the most. Now, what often happens is you can tend to shut down. And when you shut down, you stop talking. When you stop talking, you're not communicating. And, I'll give you an example. When I get really, really busy and stressed, I move around. My family and friends will vouch for this. I move around really fast and I don't say anything. So it's just go, 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 go. I've got to get this done and I've got to get this done. And I've probably got a really serious look on my face. So everybody seems to get out the way. So, even when people come over and I'm in a rush in the kitchen, I just move fast. That's just me. It doesn't mean I'm in a bad mood. But because of that rush, people sort of say, well, I'll get out your way. And it's like, no, I'm just rushing. It's okay. But when you're feeling sort of rushed, or even if that does turn into stress or overthinking or whatever, that's when you need some warmth, some cuddles, some love the most. And I've found that, when I get a bit stressed and a bit like that, my husband goes, 10 miles the opposite direction. And I've said to him over and over again, because I realize it and I've got awareness of it, it's like, honey, I just need a cuddle. I just need a hug and it'll be okay. Like if I'm really stressed or down about something, all I need is somebody to give me a hug, and then it just melts away. So be big enough and ugly enough that if you're struggling, just go up to your partner if you've got one, or somebody close to you, and go, I just need a hug. And you'll be surprised how quickly you can dissipate those negative feelings. And that's really important, because you don't want to hang on to that stuff. And people hang on to that stuff for days, months, years. You can hang on to stuff like that. So don't. So just realize that when you're really down, stressed, comparing yourself to others, not feeling good, all that kind of stuff, if somebody around you can't see it, reach out to somebody and just say, I just need a hug. And you'll be surprised how quickly some crap can disappear. Small things, guys, but really important. I hope you can relate to this. If you can relate to this, please, make a comment below, or send me some likes and some love. Send me some love. Number 5, fully accept and make peace with now before you can feel satisfied with later. You can't move forward being a better person until you accept who you are now. So I know that sounds quite obvious, but a lot of people get caught up with, I'm not good looking enough, I've got too many kilos, I'm too fat, it's Christmas coming up, I'm going to see all the family, and I've got, weight on, I need to lose weight before Christmas. What present can I buy that person that's going to be better, and one up on that person buying another present? Like all that stuff that doesn't matter. Just accept here and now for what it is. If you don't, you can't actually move past it to move forward. So, I speak to a lot of people business-wise with their home-based business, building it online, and I get this, and I've been there myself. I'm frustrated. It's not working like I want it to. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I don't have enough time. It's not working, whatever. Just want to highlight here, when you get stuck in the negatives like that, it's actually impossible for you to see openings and having the ability to move past it. So if you can learn to, what I do when stuff like that sort of creeps in, hey Charlie, how are you? Nice to see you. When stuff like that creeps in, just go, okay, to your mind. Thank you for that. Just have a level of awareness of it and move past it. It's like, okay, I accept that's how I'm feeling at the moment, but I'm not going to give in to that. I'm not going to think that. I am a good person. I'm grateful for my life. And, you move past it. You can't move past crap, sorry for saying that, until you accept where you are here and now about yourself. The only way you can create openings and move to a bigger, better life, happier life, more success in your business, better relationships, more loving relationships, all that kind of stuff, is to actually accept where you are here and now, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. So you just accept it, okay? This is what's now. It's not maybe where I want to be in life, but I accept that. That's okay. I'm going to move past it. Just accept it before you can move forward. If you get stuck in the negative, if you get stuck in the I'm not good enough, I'm frustrated, I can never lose weight, all that kind of crap that you tell yourself, if you get stuck there, you're going to get stuck there for months and years. So just have the ability to go, I put my hands up in the air. I accept who I am. Not necessarily the way I like it at the moment, but I accept who I am, and I'm going to work towards changing it. Just accept it. Then you'll have the ability to move past it. When you stay in the self-loathing, the self-destruction, the hatred, the not good enough, the comparison, you're actually unable to move past it. So, it's quite animated, wasn't it? Number 5 was accept and make peace with your here and now. Okay, number 6, focus on progress rather than perfection. Big one for me. I've always been a bit of a perfectionist, but you know what? It just slows you down. Make the mistakes, let yourself fail. We all know failure is on the other side of, said that wrong. We all know success is on the other side of failure. You need to stuff up to be good. Does that make sense? You need to have failures to, rise past it and grow. You'll never grow if you stop learning and you stop failing. So don't be afraid of failure, because it actually moves you to where you want to go. You go on a diet, you fail, it's okay. Just get back up and, rise past it. You need failure in your life. So, just focus on progress. Don't focus on perfection. Maybe you're here and you want to get here. Don't consider you a failure if you're here. That's progress. There's things in my life that I would rather be further than I am. And so being that perfectionist, like, I didn't get there by then. But hey, look how far I've come. So concentrate on the progress rather than being perfect. Being perfect is just not a healthy thing. And number 7, the last one, you actually can't hate your way to loving yourself. You can't. It's impossible. You are good enough exactly how you are. You are. And if you sit in self-loathing, if you sit in comparison, if you sit in the negative, if you sit in the, all the things that you don't like about your life, then it's going to be really hard for you to move forward. And you literally can't hate your way to loving yourself. So the only way to really be happy within yourself and content and all the rest of it is to start loving yourself. Now, to some of you, that might go, oh, I just don't get that. I don't know how to do that. Start with the small things, but you have to start learning, accepting who you are here and now, and that's okay. And that you'll do what you need to do to move past it in small steps. Remember, it's not, perfection. It's just progress. Just keep making progress. And that you are enough now, exactly the way you are now. Stop comparing yourself to other people, whether that's personal, business, friends, relatives, whatever it is. You are you, and you are beautiful just the way that you are. So I know it's completely annoyingly simple, but, learning to have a bit of self-love is the only way that you'll actually have self-love. Get it? My sister tells me this all the time. She's big on self-love. She's gone through breast cancer just recently and had an amazing transformation, and I just admire her ability to embrace self-love, and she's teaching me how to do it because I need to do more of it, and there is nobody on this planet that probably has enough self-love than they need. So just be really kind to yourself. So I hope that's of value for you. You know, this is not rocket science, and it's not going to change your world overnight, but if I can bring some awareness to you know, some little things in your life that may stop you achieving what you want to achieve in relationships, in finance, in business, and if you don't think you're good enough or you compare yourself to other people often, then it is something that you should think about, address, and look at those seven tips that I just gave you then as things to think about to help you overcome that fact if you don't think you're good enough. So I hope that's valuable to you in some way. If you know of somebody that's rife for them, they just don't think they're good enough, tag them in this video, share it with them, share it around. There is no amount of what am I trying to say? Everybody should learn to love themselves a little bit more and stop comparing themselves to other people or doubt themselves or feel that they're not good enough. We can all do with some improvement in that area. So I hope you got some value out of that. If you did, please comment below your thoughts. Give me some likes or some love, you know, some feedback on that. I will be back in a couple of days' time with some training for those of you in the home-based business space. I am going to be talking about the difference between a business Facebook page and a personal Facebook page for growing your home-based business. So you might want to catch that in a couple of days if that is relevant to you. So other than that, I really do appreciate whether you are here live with me or on the replay watching this video. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you, and I wish you a blessed and happy life, and I'll talk to you soon.